Today is Friday, March 22nd, 2013. This is Peace News Now. Here's what's happening in the world of peaceful evolution. Silver is trading at $29 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at $72 per Bitcoin. Severe weather forced a Delta plane in Knoxville, Tennessee to remain grounded for a 3-hour delay yesterday. Out of no particular requirement, Delta treated the delayed travelers to 30 hot pepperoni and cheese pizzas while they waited. CNSnews.com reports that at the time of this recording, there are 340 sheriffs who have stated that they will not enforce any new gun laws. The Constitutional Sheriff and Peace Officers Association, or CSPOA, has a running tally of all the sheriffs across the nation that have joined together to protect civil liberties. Learn more at cspoa.org or by clicking the link in these show notes. The Telegraph reports that a NATO handbook laying down the rules of cyber warfare has said governments should refrain from attacking hospitals and nuclear plants. The manual is the first attempt to set out how international law applies to online attacks by the state, and warns that online attacks could lead to full-blown military conflicts. The handbook, the result of 3 years' work, defines a cyber attack as one that is, quote, reasonably expected to cause injury or death to persons or damage or destruction to objects. That's vague enough to mean anything. The United States' entry into Cyberwar now includes software that can crash any computer in seconds. It's called Microsoft Windows. The LA Times reports that a tax break has been ruled unconstitutional. A court has thrown out the incentive, and now, to the frustration and anger of about 2,000 taxpayers, the state tax collector wants the money back, plus interest. The Franchise Tax Board is going after 4 years' worth of these tax breaks. Is this California or Cyprus? Fox News reports this week that the battle over the Second Amendment has made it to one man's front door. New Jersey police and Department of Children and Families officials raided the home of firearms instructor Sean Moore and demanded to see his guns after he posted a Facebook photo of his 11-year-old son holding a rifle. Evan Knappen, an attorney representing Moore, said, quote, someone called Family Services about the photo. It led to an incredible, heavy-handed raid on his house. They wanted to see his gun safe, his guns, and search the house. They even threatened to take his kids. Sean was not arrested or charged with any crimes. Kristen Brown, a spokesperson for the Department of Children and Families, told Fox News, quote, the department has a child abuse hotline for the state of New Jersey, and anybody can make a call to that hotline. We are required to follow up on every single allegation that comes into the central registry. You can't be prosecuted for making an allegation of child abuse, even if it's false. Are you tired of the US government killing people around the world? Are you tired of having to pay for their murderous rampage? Stop using their money. There is an alternative. Bitcoin is a stateless, free market, non-political currency. Bitcoin is money that cannot be inflated or controlled by any government. Bitcoin takes the power of money from the government and returns it properly to the people. By continuing to use the dollar, you are helping the government. Stop doing it. You have an incredible alternative available now. Learn it, use it, spread it. Get started with Bitcoin at weusecoins.com. New Hampshire Public Radio reported on Bitcoin this week. The article focused on the growing acceptance of the alternative currency among New Hampshire residents. Customers pay by simply scanning a barcode using their phones. Bitcoin isn't tied to a company, and it's not a payment service like PayPal. You don't need to link a bank account or even a real name to your Bitcoin wallet. All you need is a computer, a tablet, or a smartphone, and an internet connection. The article also mentioned that at this year's Liberty Forum in New Hampshire, Free Staters designed and built a prototype Bitcoin ATM under the name Lamassu. One of the speakers at that Liberty Forum, Roger Ver, was also mentioned in the article. He made the point that it's virtually impossible for governments to shut down Bitcoin. Quote, anybody that thinks you should have full control of your money, Bitcoin is what you've been waiting for. There's a limited supply, no one controls it, there's no central office, so even if governments decide they don't like it, there's no server to unplug, there's no offices to raid. This has been Peace News Now, your daily 5-minute update on the peaceful evolution. If you enjoyed this episode, share this program on your favorite social network. Story links are in the show notes. For peacenewsnow.com, I'm Derek J, reminding you that when freedom is outlawed, only outlaws will be free.